The royal family has always been built on silence, on tradition, on the unspoken rule that no matter what happens behind palace walls, the world is never meant to hear the truth. But sometimes, even the most carefully guarded dynasties crack from the inside. This is the story of a moment that shook the House of Windsor in a way few public scandals ever could. Not because of headlines, not because of interviews, but because of a daughter who finally refused to look away. Princess Beatrice confronting her father is not just a dramatic turning point in a very royal scandal. It is the emotional core of the story. A collision between loyalty and morality, between love and accountability, and between the privileges of royalty and the consequences of reality. From the outside, Prince Andrew's world looked unchanged. Gilded halls, polished uniforms, the illusion of authority still intact. But inside, the ground was already shifting. The scandal had broken. The interview had aired. The public response was brutal. And for the first time in his life, Andrew could not command the narrative. Beatrice had grown up learning how to protect the family name. From childhood, she was taught what could be said, what must never be said, and what truths were simply to be endured in silence. She understood duty. She understood loyalty. And she understood what it meant to be a daughter in a family where rank often outweighed emotion. But she was also a woman of her generation, raised in a world where silence is no longer seen as strength, where complicity carries its own shame, and where doing nothing can be as damaging as doing the wrong thing. In a very royal scandal, this tension is woven into every interaction between father and daughter. Their conversations are not explosive at first. They are restrained, polite, almost painfully controlled. Because that is how royalty fights. Not with shouting, but with carefully chosen words that carry centuries of power behind them. Andrew does not see himself as a villain. He never has. In his mind, he is misunderstood, targeted, betrayed by the media, and abandoned by institutions that once protected him. He clings to his version of events with the same confidence that once made him believe he could talk his way out of anything. Beatrice sees something different. She sees the damage, the consequences, the way public perception has shifted from skepticism to outrage. And more importantly, she sees the toll it is taking on the monarchy itself. The confrontation between them is not immediate. It builds slowly, episode by episode. A look held for too long. A question that goes unanswered. A daughter waiting for accountability that never comes. When Beatrice finally speaks openly, it is not with anger. It is with disappointment, a far more devastating emotion. She asks him if he understands what this has done, not just to the crown, but to the people who believed in it, to the women who watched that interview and felt dismissed, to his own daughters, who now carry his name into a world that sees it differently. Andrew responds the only way he knows how, by deflecting, by minimizing, by insisting that he is the real victim. And that is the moment where everything changes. Beatrice does not raise her voice. She does not threaten. She simply refuses to accept his narrative. She challenges him in a way no one else ever has. Not the press, not the palace, not even the Queen. She tells him that whether or not he believes he did anything wrong is no longer the point. The damage is real. The pain is real. And the silence is no longer acceptable. This is what makes the scene so powerful. It is not about legal guilt. It is about moral reckoning. For Andrew, being confronted by his daughter is more destabilizing than any headline, because it strips away the hierarchy he has relied on his entire life. In that moment, he is no longer a prince speaking to a subject. He is a father being judged by his child. The performances in a very royal scandal make this confrontation feel uncomfortably intimate. There is no melodrama, no theatrical monologues, just two people sitting in the weight of everything that can no longer be ignored. Beatrice's strength lies in her clarity. She is not trying to destroy him. She is trying to save what remains of their integrity. And perhaps, in some quiet way, she is trying to save him from himself. But Andrew cannot let go. Admitting fault would mean admitting that his status did not make him untouchable, that the rules he lived by no longer apply. And that terrifies him more than public disgrace. This clash represents a broader shift happening within the royal family itself. The younger generation understands that survival now depends on transparency, on accountability, on the willingness to confront uncomfortable truths rather than bury them beneath ceremony. Beatrice becomes a symbol of that shift, not because she seeks the spotlight, but because she refuses to look away from it. As the series unfolds, the aftermath of this confrontation lingers. Andrew retreats further into isolation. The palace tightens its control, and Beatrice is left standing between love for her father and responsibility to something larger than either of them. What a very royal scandal captures so effectively is that there are no winners in moments like this. There is only loss. Loss of trust, loss of illusion, loss of the comforting belief that power can shield you from consequences forever. And yet, there is also something quietly hopeful in Beatrice's stand, because it suggests that even within the most rigid institutions, change is possible. Not through revolution, but through honesty. The daughter who confronts her father is not betraying him. She is refusing to betray herself. And that may be the most radical act of all. This story resonates because it reflects a truth many families face, royal or not. The painful moment when love is no longer enough to justify silence. When respect must coexist with accountability. And when doing the right thing means risking everything you were taught to protect. As viewers, we are not asked to judge Andrew's guilt or innocence. We are asked to witness the cost of denial and the courage it takes to challenge it. By the time the confrontation ends, nothing is resolved, but nothing can ever return to the way it was. The silence has been broken, and once that happens, there is no crown powerful enough to restore it. If you found this breakdown compelling, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more deep dives into royal history and television drama, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe Princess Beatrice did the right thing, or should loyalty to family always come first? Thanks for watching.